Hi all, this is Lynn with Paper Life, and I'm back to show you what I believe is a easy little project. I'm using a little scrap piece of paper, or at least I think I'm going to be using it, from the vintage beach kit that I have. And I've already used the other piece for, oh, what did I use? Oh, a little booklet I made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a paper clip. Now, in full disclosure, I know I'm not the first one to do this. I know I've seen other videos where they've done it, so this is not just my idea. What I did was I took a piece of my book page that I've been using, and I just basically tore off the white parts. I'm going to go ahead and tear that in half again. I don't know, about 2 inches. I may end up cutting it down. I don't know. That's kind of a decent size. Just so I can get kind of an eye mark for how big I need this to be. I'm just kind of folding it around my paper clip. So about in 3s, I'm doing it so this will be 2 inches by probably about 2.5. I know, very precise I am today, huh? I have scraps over here next to me from what I've been using in the kit so far, or what I'm using with the kit for my journal. This is some vintage photo. So all I'm doing is just distressing these edges. Again, I mean, you can cut these if you like. I prefer them with just kind of that ripped look. At least most of the time. To me, it just makes it look very organic. Because you'll find that the edges will take the ink a little more like that with having the fibers exposed. Now guys, again, full disclosure, I don't know what I'm doing. I am quite literally coming up with this. Well, not this part, because like I said, there's quite a few people doing this. But the decorations, I'm just coming up as I'm working this project out with you. So, distress, distress, distress. I'm sure you guys all know from watching my video, my husband says I distress everything. Distress and fold pages, and I can't think what else he says I do. Tear things, I'm sure. Oh, he says I glue everything. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to put my 2 pieces that I've actually done more of the distressing on, like face to face. Like that. I'm going to put them inside my paper clip. So at this point I just have this one that I've only done around the edges, and this side I've only done around the edges. And I find this works a little bit better for me if I take and I clip it, maybe, onto some pages, maybe. There we go, and the only reason for that is it gives it a little more stability. So, my next page, distress. I don't know how we would have ever guessed that that's what I was going to do, more distressing. Alright, this is when I admit that this is the part I really don't like. It just seems to take so long. Okay, so I'm going to glue this page down on top of there. So that way, what we're trying to achieve is both sides of our paper clip are going to be completely covered, so you won't see any of the paper clip. Okay, let me throw my glue cap at myself. See if my tacky glue is going to work at all. For some reason I left it uncapped for probably a week. Nothing major. I'm just going to smear down some tacky glue. Smear, smear. Slap this piece on top. Now I've kind of given myself my base. This is going to be the area that I'm going to work on. While I'm here, I'm going to cover this other side. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just kind of eyeball, fold this in thirds. To stretch my little heart out. Run a little distress over this side just in case it doesn't line up, or because I know it's not going to line up. You won't see those two. Okay. Give that a coat. Alright. Now I'm going to go back to my tacky glue and just put another coat on it like we did the other one. Maybe. Come on, glue. I think it kind of enjoys just making me look silly on camera. Now, the one thing that I really like about using tacky glue for this, one, it's cheaper than using like the Fabrifix, but it also adds a little extra strength. It makes your pages, when they dry, feel thicker. I don't know if that makes any sense. But it kind of hardens up your paper. I don't know. It makes it feel like you used cardstock or something. Okay. So now that we got that there, let's see what we're going to do to decorate this up some. I'm just pulling from all my little scraps, all the other things I've been using in the journal. I did go ahead and grab a charm. It came from this little charm kit. And a bulb pin, because I may use that. I don't know yet. Back to my white cotton. Yes, that's how everybody should use scissors. Don't you know that? There is rules about using your scissors in that manner. So I'm just tearing off a little piece of my cotton. I don't know what I'm doing at all here, guys. So yeah, normal me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying to go through my scraps. I don't like that, really, I don't think. Here's a piece of doily that we used earlier. I'm thinking maybe cutting a wedge off here. When all else fails, we're just going to throw everything at it, including the kitchen sink. I should have left that bigger, I think. Maybe, we'll see here in a second. No, I don't think I'm using that. Okay, I don't like that, I don't think. I think I'm trying to put too much on here. So let's see. If I take my charm, maybe. Oh, will you behave, please? Jeez Louise. I just want to see what you're going to look like. Okay, so if that gets glued down like that, I don't know, I think that's cute. So we're going to go with something like that. We are going to do something like that. I'm going to take this back off. Go back to my tacky glue. Will you behave for me, please? Thank you. Pat, 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 pat. We're going to say that's good. And I'm just going to put some across the top here to hold this little sucker down. Now, like I said, I'm doing a beach theme with the vintage beach kit. So, I don't know, that was cute. It kind of reminded me of like a net. I don't know if it reminds anybody else of a net, but that's what it reminded me of. Okay, trying to get this bulb pin hooked on is kind of challenging. I'm hoping when this glue dries, it'll help hold that pin up like that. What I want to do is just run a little more glue, if it's going to behave. It's not going to, is it? There we go. Around this edge so I can glue this. I think it's yarn. I don't know. I found it at in the yarn section. I don't know what it is, but just so I can kind of glue this down and have it kind of spread out. It's attacking me. There we go. My charm's back out. My bulb pin just detached from me again. Go figure. Okay, so once that dries and sets, that should be all held on there. Maybe I can flip this over to show you the other side. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of my Fabrifix and put it right underneath here. Just so hopefully this holds a little quicker. Because I guess that's the downside to using the charm. It has a little extra weight there, so it doesn't want to behave as well. Okay, so we got that on there. I'm going to try to flip this over so I can show you. So now at this point, if you wanted to decorate up this side, I would suggest letting that dry so it can hold the charm on there. If for whatever reason it doesn't want to hold the charm, you know, getting too heavy or whatever, just, I don't know, I might recommend using, ooh, I think I like that better. I might recommend using something like E6000. It's kind of used more for jewelry making. It holds more weight. And of course I can't make up my mind what I want to do. So let's see how this does. Do I like that? What do you guys think? I don't know, I think I like that like that. I think I like that like that. And this is what happens when I can't make up my mind. And that's what I mean. I mean, it's really just playing with it. Seeing what you do, what you don't like. Being willing to adjust what you thought you were going to do. Especially if you're like me and you make mistakes. If you make a mistake, you just do something different. I'm using Fabric Fix because I want it to dry quicker at this point. So I'm going to put that on there. Take this, put a little Fabric Fix on it, like so. Glue that up in the corner. There we go. I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy. Well, as happy as I'm gonna be. But yeah, this is just a cute way that you can add a paper clip to both sides of your papers and add some detail onto both of them. So you don't have, you know, a lot of times, at least for me, I'll do a paper clip and one side's cute, one side's just plain. This allows you to be able to decorate both sides of it. Even if you keep one side really decorated, and let's see. I say that, and now I'm going to try to do another one. And I'm telling you what, I am not killing the decoration today. I don't know if my creative juices aren't there or what, but it's just not really flowing with me. So let's see. Let's see what I can mess up on this side. I'm not even going to look because I have a feeling that charm fell off. It's better if I don't even look. Let's just pretend it's not happening. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna start placing and playing and see what happens. We're just gonna see what happens, right guys? What else am I gonna do? A little piece of that maybe? Let's see. Maybe that with the pearl on top? Yeah, one way to find out, right? And I'm going to put a decent amount on here because this is also what's going to hold my eyelash trim. In place where I want it. Alright. Now these pearls that I have do have a self-adhesive back. I'm just not really trusting them. So that's why I'm putting a little more glue, or a lot more glue in that case. Now, especially since the adhesive back even came off this one. So that is definitely not going to hold like that. Not without your glue. Yeah, see? I can't even pull these off with the adhesive back. They don't want to stay like that. So there we go. I mean, I don't know what in the world I was trying to accomplish there, but it's a beach theme, so maybe it's random little pieces a mermaid picked up? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so there is a altered paper clip. Like I said, I don't take credit for the idea of backing the paper clip with 2 pieces of paper like that. I know I've watched videos and seen people's work where they've done that. So, and then since I'm not waiting for this to dry, it's a little more difficult to pull off here. Please don't think that this was my great idea. It wasn't. Just my little bit of a spin on it. But there you go. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. If you're not a paper lifer, be part of the cool kids and come join us. I mean, everybody wants to be a cool kid, right? So come join us. I'll talk to all of you later. Bye.